What is up, Insaners? How are you guys doing? In today's video, we'll be talking about the top 10 budget players to look out for the next few game weeks. Now, this list is based on how the players have performed over the last few weeks, including the blank and the double game week, along with their fixtures in terms of difficulty over the next few weeks. Hope this is going to help you not follow the exact same template that everyone is following and do things a bit differently. Make sure you drop a like on this video. We are trying to get different kinds of content based on your suggestions and feedback, so keep them coming. Just some information if you're new around here. We do a team selection plus review video every week. This includes the current game week review along with the team selection for the next week, including the best captain picks. We are planning different videos on watch list, differential picks, and a lot more other stuff. Do let us know what kind of content you like the most and would love to know more about, and we'll make sure we release a video on that. If you already haven't, do subscribe to our channel Insanely Football. We've started with our FPL content recently and love the support and appreciation that we're getting so far. A big thank you to everyone. We also have an Instagram page that we started with where we post daily content on FPL. We cover price-wise updates, top performers of the week, and a lot of analysis on player performances every week. So do remember to check it out. The handle is Insanely Football. You'll find a link to the same in the description below. If you want regular match updates, you can also follow us on Twitter. The link to our Twitter channel is also given below, so do check these out as well. Would really appreciate it. We would like to give a shout out to Fantasy Football Hub, which is a one-stop shop for all things related to fantasy football. On this platform, you get to compare multiple players across different teams and positions with their comparison tool. This thing is useful in taking your decisions in terms of who to transfer in and out every game week. They also have a brand new Opta Stats tool where you can filter based on your key stats, including creativity, goal threat, defending, and much more. You can also create your own customizable stats tables, which will help you take informed decisions. A couple of other things that are great about this platform include their fixture ticker, which helps you see teams who have the best and the worst fixtures across the coming game weeks. There's a Rate My Team tool as well, which compares your team with the best fantasy football managers across the game. It gives your team a rating, suggests transfers, and tells you the best alternate picks for each player in your team. This platform also has a lot of content, including articles and guides for members, which will help you play the game in a better way. Plus, there are numerous competitions that you can be a part of, and there are a lot of cash prizes to be won. So we would definitely suggest giving it a try. You can sign up using our link, which we've mentioned in the description below. The subscriptions start from as low as £2. You can get an additional 15% discount if you sign up using the link below. It's great value and would surely help you a lot in getting the best possible rank this season. Now, the way we've structured this is based on teams. We'll cover the players together who play in the same team. This has nothing to do with their ranking in our top 10. In fact, the names mentioned in this are not arranged in any particular rank. First player that we're covering today is from Man City. They are the high flyers in the Premier League at the moment. They have the best defense in the league and are improving in attack with every passing game week. We have a first option, the City midfielder, Ilkay Gundogan. He has been City's Mr. Consistent, especially over the past 7 game weeks. In terms of stats, in his last 5 games, he has attempted 16 shots on goal, only behind Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandes among midfielders. He has the maximum number of goals during this period among any midfielder at 4. In terms of expected goals, he's only behind Bruno Fernandes and equaling KDB's numbers with 2.61. To put things in perspective, he has the highest FPL points in the last 5 game weeks among all FPL players at the time of recording this video. KDB got a knock in the last game against Aston Villa, and Gundogan stepped up to take the penalty ahead of the likes of Mahrez and Sterling, who is not on the pitch at the moment. He's only priced at 5.5 million at the moment and surely gonna see a price rise very soon. His ownership is also comparatively low at the moment at around 4%. Now, if you're doing a triple up on Man City assets and are going ahead with 2 attackers instead of 2 defenders, getting Gundogan is a no-brainer. City have great fixtures against West Brom, Sheffield, and Burnley. Now, in case if you have 2 City defenders and KDB in your team, Gundogan can be a great punt and a cover-up for the Man City attack if you don't want to go the Sterling route. The best part is that his value allows you to switch him to the likes of Lookman, Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe, and El Ghazi if you have some extra cash left in your bank. Our second name on this list is Luke Shaw from Manchester United. The left back has hit great form in the last few weeks for the Red Devils. He is top in terms of key passes and big chances created among all FPL defenders over the past 5 weeks. He also tops the list for expected assists in the same duration. Now, Man United have not kept many clean sheets this season, but 2 of their 4 overall have come in their last 3 games. One slight issue with Shaw would be the risk of rotation with Alex Telles in the mix. Also, Shaw is a bit injury prone, so that could be a red flag considering the games are coming thick and fast. Man United have one of the best fixture schedules going forward. They play Arsenal game week 21, who beat them in the reverse fixture, but Arsenal has been a tough team to predict this season. Their fixtures up to game week 25 look really good, post which they play Chelsea and Man City. Currently sitting at 4.8 million, Luke Shaw is a cheap entry in the United defense and allows you to upgrade your other players either in defense, midfield or attack. Surely a player to watch out for the next few game weeks. Our next set of players are a midfield duo from Leicester City, James Maddison and Harvey. Starting with James Maddison, his numbers of the past 5 game weeks have improved quite a lot. He's the 5th highest scoring midfielder over the same time with 31 points. His shooting and chances created numbers are not very high, but they look okay. He has attempted 8 shots on goal, out of which he's converted 3 into goals. He's also created 9 chances for his Leicester City teammates. But the thing with Maddison is that there are hardly any decent options in the 7 million price bracket. You'd probably have to upgrade to a Grealish, who's around 0.6 million more expensive, or downgrade to a Gundogan, Lookman, Saka, Emile Rowe or El Ghazi. Now one player that is in and around that price range is Harvey, who's 0.3 million cheaper at the time of recording this video. He's in fact a point ahead of Maddison with 32 points in the last 5 game weeks. He's ranked quite high to Maddison in terms of expected goals, just behind the likes of KDB, Bruno Fernandes, and so on. His attempts on goal, along with expected assists, are better than Maddison, making him a better value pick in the Leicester City midfield. Leicester City have a particularly good run of fixtures, facing only Arsenal and Liverpool in terms of the top sides in the next 10 games. The best thing to do right now with both would be to see how they perform against Everton and then get them in your teams based on your budget and other transfer moves. The next set of players are from Aston Villa. The 2 names that we are covering today are Targett and Ollie Watkins. Coming to wingback first, Targett has featured in every Premier League game for Villa this season. He has secured 9 clean sheets at the back and is the 6th highest scoring defender within the budget 5 million price range. He had a great game against Man City last time but came off with a knock. Right now there's no update, but if it is not too long term, then he automatically becomes the cheapest entry in the Villa defense. They have great fixtures till game week 30, facing only Leicester and Arsenal as tricky opponents. But if they play like they did against Man City, then those fixtures too have great point scoring potential in FPL terms. Targett is a great option if you want to double up in the Villa defense or if you're looking for cover in case you don't own Martinez in goal. Villa also play the least amount of games this season, so they should have a couple of double game weeks at least. That adds more value in getting someone like a Targett in your FPL team. Now Ollie Watkins is another player who can be a great enabler for your FPL teams. He's not been a very attractive buy so far this season. In spite of that 6 million price range and playing well this year, he somehow managed to not get the FPL points all managers would have wanted from him. In terms of his stats, he ranks 3rd in terms of total shots on goal in the last 5 game weeks. He's not scored in his last 10 games, providing only 3 assists. So numbers aren't that great, but he has surely played better than that. His expected goals are at a solid 1.98, making him the 6th highest in that category, and he ranks only 2nd behind Harry Kane in terms of expected assists among forwards. With the return of Barkley, things can only get better for Watkins. Barkley and Grealish are going to create a lot of chances for the likes of Watkins to finish, and he definitely is one to keep an eye on. He also fits very well in case you would like to go for a cheap trio, including Bamford and Antonio, replacing Kane in the process. Anwar El Ghazi just missed out from this list. He has been good for Aston Villa this season, scoring 5 goals in his last 7 games. That was especially when Barkley was not playing. With the latter returning, Grealish might shift to the left and Traore might continue to start on the right, leaving El Ghazi on the bench. 2 more players who have caught our eye in the last 5 game weeks are Emile Rowe and Bukayo Saka. Both have been instrumental in swinging Arsenal's season in the right direction. Emile Rowe has featured in the last 5 games for Arsenal, starting from the Chelsea game. He doesn't provide that much of a goal threat, shooting only thrice in the last 5 games, but it's his creative output that has been worth noting. He's recorded 4 assists in the same duration with an expected assist of 0.82. He's played the new role for Arsenal really well, playing 10 key passes since he started. Overall, a decent option if you're looking for a super budget 5th midfielder who can be benched when needed. Arsenal have a couple of tricky games coming up, but his current value is a surprising 4.5 million, and you surely can't go wrong with Emile Rowe. Now the second player that we're covering for Arsenal is Bukayo Saka. He's higher priced than Emile Rowe. He has a good combination of goal threat plus creativity, scoring 3 goals and providing 2 assists in his last 5 game weeks. He's in the top 5 midfielders in terms of shots attempted on goal, along with expected assists, only behind Bruno Fernandes, De Bruyne, Jack Grealish and Raheem Sterling. His returns have been consistent. He's only 2 points behind Gundogan in 2nd place in terms of FPL points over the last 5 game week. Now those are great numbers for a budget midfielder who can play in your FPL team week in, week out. He's surely not a must-have at the moment considering higher value in the likes of Gundogan from Man City, but surely one to keep an eye on. The only West Ham player in this list is Michail Antonio. He's had an absolute cracker of a double game week, scoring 2 winning goals and getting maximum bonus points from both games. He scored a total of 18 points and proved to be a huge differential for managers who got him in this week. One of Antonio's most valuable traits is his versatility. He has, over the course of his time with West Ham, played on both wings in multiple roles, as well as up front alone or as half of a strike duet. An absolute beast in the box, he has the ability to unlock defenses. West Ham was surely missing him while he was injured. Now with Sebastian Haller out of the equation, it's up to him to score the goals for West Ham. One big question mark though is his fitness, and FPL managers will have to keep that in mind while getting him in their squads. He will definitely start most games, but his minutes will be carefully managed by David Moyes. His value is pretty decent at 6.3 million at the moment, and with not many clicking options in attack apart from Bamford in that price range, one should definitely go for him for the next few weeks. He's playing Liverpool in one of his next 5 fixtures, which might be challenging, but apart from that, he surely has the ability to score against the likes of Crystal Palace, Fulham and Sheffield United. Now the last player on this list is an interesting one. Ademola Lookman has been one of Fulham's best players this season. He's among the top 10 midfielders for goal attempts in the last 5 game weeks. He scored 1 goal and assisted 1 in the last 5 game weeks, where Fulham has only featured in 3 of those. They also have games to be played against Burnley and Tottenham, so those are certainly a couple of double game weeks in the near future. He's cheaper than the likes of Souček and Saka, but surely has a lot more competition in and around that price range. Nonetheless, his numbers look promising, with expected goals and assists around 1. He's surely not a very attractive pick, and that shows in his total ownership of only 1.3%. Next 2 fixtures in particular look very attractive. Fulham are playing Brighton and West Brom away from home, and results against both could really change their fortunes and help them in their fight of survival this season. If you don't have the budget for midfielders, ranging a little more than 5 to 5.5 million, he's a great differential option to look at. So these were our top 10 budget players to consider for the upcoming game weeks. Out of these, if we had to go for the top 3, it would be Michail Antonio, Luke Shaw and probably Gundogan, especially now that De Bruyne is out. In terms of the battle between the Leicester players, Harvey right now is just edging James Maddison in midfield. That'll be all for this video. We hope this will help you plan your budget and differential picks for the upcoming game weeks. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the likes of Ollie, Watkins, Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe as your midfield picks. Make sure to subscribe to the Insanely Football channel. We'll be doing a review of the double Game Week 19 in our next video. We'll also cover the team selection for Game Week 20 and some popular captain picks. This should be out by Sunday night or Monday morning. Till then, enjoy the rest of the week, have a good one, and I'll see you Insaners next time.